Hey, good morning, everybody out there again in Facebook world. This is Pastor Randy Carr, Beaver Dam Mennonite Church, and kind of doing a redo. Our internet crashed halfway through our 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Live devotional thing that I've been doing on weekdays here. So it's going to be the same content. If you watched it earlier, I don't know how much you got to watch and where it actually quit and where it actually started. So this is a recap here. Beautiful morning here in Corey, PA on April 20th of 2020. So let me just dive right in here. Have you ever, we're going to talk about coveting and wanting things your neighbor has and all this financial stuff. So did you ever want something so bad that your world seemed to revolve around it? You see your neighbor have it or a few other people and you think, oh man, I want that. I need that. And you start doing some research, start Googling and watching videos and you just start running over and over in your mind how much better and how much easier your life would be with that object. And you never, ever stop and think about what are the financial implications if I go out and I get that. Yes, okay. Well, it's something that we all do. And it can easily get us into trouble and can financially ruin us if we let it snowball and keep going and keep going and keep going. What do you mean, Randy? How is this biblical? Well, listen to this. Deuteronomy 4:21. Neither shall you covet your neighbor's wife, neither shall you desire your neighbor's house, or your neighbor's male or female servant, or ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Now, yeah, that text culturally is outdated. I mean, we don't have male and female servants or ox or donkey anymore. I don't think any of my neighbors have a donkey or an ox. And if they do, there is no way in the world I would actually want the thing. Maybe if they have a llama, I would covet it and want it. I don't know. But my wife won't let me get llamas. That's a whole nother story, but we're not going to go there today. This first part of this text, I'm not going to touch. And I hope we can all agree that coveting your neighbor's wife is wrong on so many levels. Yes, affairs happen, and maybe that's a thing for another devotional. But if you're chasing or lusting after someone other than your spouse, you're really going against God's design. The Bible has no place for that. But I want to quickly talk about wanting things that others have that you don't. Maybe it's a fancy new car, or the latest and greatest cell phone, or a house that's way, way, way outside of your price range, yet you buy it anyway because, oh, it's just a dream. I have to have it. You young girls out there that are engaged and thinking of getting married, this can be a trap to fall into too. You've dreamed your whole life of this big, huge, elaborate, expensive wedding, and you can't afford it. It's not sinful to have a nice wedding or a nice house or a new car or the latest and greatest tech gadgets if you can afford them. You see, we love to want what others have. I think that's part of our sin nature. The saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. So many in this world today are swimming in credit card debt or other debt because we want what others have, and we've convinced ourselves that we need it, that we absolutely need it to survive. According to Bankrate.com, the average American is in over $90,000 debt. Last year, Deanna and I took the financial peace class by Dave Ramsey. We put it on here at the church. Do it quite often. Get involved. It will change your life. I promise you that. And wow, it has changed the lives of me and my wife, me and Deanne. And actually, our children are seeing the difference and starting to get on board. And you wouldn't believe me if I told you how much less debt we have now than a year ago. Now we've been different. We don't have credit card debt, but we were paying on our car and our home loan, and it really changed our priorities. We're not making any more money. We've just shifted and rebudgeted where things are going and what's more important to us and what's not. Yesterday we even had a conversation about our cell phones and how are they really worth the amount we're paying on them? I mean, we're paying for 6 of them. I have 4 kids and me and her, and we haven't got to the point yet where we're ready to get rid of them. But man, that would save a lot of money. If you're in debt and you don't know and you can't pay your bills, first thing should go, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You can live without them. The point is of this, it's not getting rid of cell phones, but the point is of this, when we took that Dave Ramsey class, our focus shifted. We're still living the same lifestyle, but we're not concerned what our neighbors have or what the latest and greatest is. Our concern is getting out of debt and living within our means. And it should be all of ours. And this includes your cars and your homes. We just shifted our focus. And in about 5 years, our goal was to be completely debt-free and never to go in debt again. And honestly, we're giving away more to charity now than we ever have. So what's my point in all this? I know I'm, here probably sound a little crazy. You might agree with me. You might disagree with me. I love you, but I don't care if you disagree with me on this stuff. But when we covet things, we begin to convince ourselves that we have to have them. And then we buy them. And next thing you know, we're swimming in debt. We're paying 2 or 3 times for an object what it's worth because we didn't have the money up front to pay for it. The Bible says the borrower is slave to the lender, and that is absolutely true. How many of you out there now have to go to work every day to pay off your debts? Think of that. How many of you are laid off right now and swimming in debt, and maybe you got lucky and they're deferring those payments, but you're still going to have to pay it. And bankruptcy, if you're a Christian, is not an option. We make a commitment to pay those debts, and we will do it. And when this isolation is over, guys, this is what I'm excited about. When this isolation is over, our church will be offering financial peace classes through Dave Ramsey. And please, hit me up with an email, instant message, call the church, whatever you have to do to get involved in those classes, to get on the list. So when we have them, you can get in there. There's a small fee to it. We don't make a dime off of it. It goes for the books and all that stuff. And if you can't afford that, there's scholarships available out there. Hit me up. This will change your life. Hey, that's all I got this morning. Sorry for the computer glitch earlier this morning. We lost our internet, but it's back now. So, hey, thanks for joining in. Love you all. And we will talk to you tomorrow, 8 a.m.